everybody hear me all right? All right, first off, I want to say thank you to everybody for showing up tonight. Principal Fellows and Mr. Mack, doing what you guys are doing for the school. First off, I just need to do some official things. Right now, we're going to call the first Pinchbeck PTA General Meeting to order for the year. I'm just going to do a quick introduction of our executive board. If you guys could please stand up and join me up here when I call your name. Our president-elect for next year is Sarah Collier. Our treasurer for the year is Holland Caldell. Our VP of programs is Ashley Gulick. Our VP of Ways and Means is Sarah Phillips. And our recording secretary is Julie Dillon. And everyone else, I did want to recognize everyone else that's serving as a co-chair or chair. If you guys would please rise as well and just kind of shake your hands around so people know who we're looking for. Yep, thank you. So these are all parents that have volunteered to work on our PTA this year, and I'll get into the slides. PTA, it's a we and us, not they. Just like Principal Fellows was saying, it's a big family here. Same thing with the PTA. We're a bunch of working moms and dads. One of the things up here that's pretty funny, a lot of people think PTAs are a bunch of soccer moms that kind of sit at Starbucks on their Pinterest boards getting stuff done. I got a full-time job, I'm working, I got kids, and as you can see, I don't think I look like a soccer mom. So just to let everybody know, if you haven't joined a PTA before, our younger families, please look into it. We have lots of volunteer opportunities. One of the things to get started with, if you guys are really new to the school, is field trips. Real parents, come to school and read to the kids. If you have time during lunchtime, come to the lunchroom. Spend some time helping kids open up their juice boxes or, cleaning up and helping them out. Yeah, thank you. All right, and what we do, we create educational, social, and financial programs that support, engage, and enhance our students' public school education that are specifically developed for our Pinchbeck students, their families, and the community and experiences that they represent. One of the things that we do follow, like Principal Fellows said, was a Leader in Me program. It's one thing that the PTA and the faculty has worked with over several years to instill this program into the school to help our students become leaders of the future. All right. And I will now hand it off to Sarah.
Henrico County Public Schools' main focus is on providing education for students in all 74 of its schools. They're the umbrella and they see the big picture. Pinchbeck, of course, is focused on the physical plant, the faculty and staff, and 500 students and their families within this community. And the PTA serves as a bridge between the larger school system and our one school and then outward within our community. The PTA advocates for the needs of our students, teachers, and facility on the local, state, and federal level. We also provide financial support to cover the gap in what HCPS funds and what our students and teachers need, which you'll hear about more in just a few moments. The PTA prides itself on good communication with all of our families, whether or not you're a PTA member. All paper flyers from the PTA will be printed on yellow paper and sent home in your student's blue folder. You can find us on Facebook at Pinchbeck Raise PTA or on Instagram at Pinchbeck Raise PTA. We also hold general PTA meetings before grade level musical performances and board meetings on the third Wednesday of each month at 6 p.m. in the library. Email president@pinchbeckpta.com if you wish to speak at a board meeting. Our most important communication tool is our weekly newsletter, which is emailed on Mondays. Please watch this short video so that we can help you get signed up right now to receive our newsletter.
Welcome to Back to School Night. Let's set up our PTA accounts so that you can receive our newsletter, order spiritware, yearbooks, join the PTA, and make a Sunshine Fund donation. Please take out your phone, open your browser, and enter pinchbeckpta.com into the search bar.
This is the interactive portion.
You can do it.
In the top right corner, click Login. Scroll down and enter enter your email address and password if you're a returning user. If you've never made an account before, scroll down and click Create Account. Enter your information into the fields and then click Verify My Email. Go to your email and find the email with the subject line, Email Verification for Pinchbeck Elementary. Open it and click Verify My Email. You're now ready to log in with your email address and password. Return to the PTA website. Click Log In and enter your email address and password. Click Log In. Find the 3 horizontal lines in the top right corner and click to open the menu. Scroll down and click Newsletter, Calendar, Subscriptions. You'll see 3 drop-down menus. If you want the newsletter to come to you with translation options, subscribe in the first box. If you want the standard English newsletter, subscribe in the second box. And if you want the newsletter in Spanish, subscribe in the third box. Click Save Preferences. Now you can go back to the menu by clicking those 3 horizontal lines again and find the store. This is where you can join the PTA, make a Sunshine Fund donation, and order Spiritware and your yearbook. Thanks for coming out tonight and getting signed up for the PTA newsletter. If you have any questions, email president@pinchbeckpta.com. Have a great evening.
Now you're going to hear from our, what do you want to call yourself, Bray?
Bray.
Bray.
That's right. All right, so I am in charge of fundraising, and what we're working on this year is bringing the fun to fundraising with Bray. So one thing that we really try to change up, I think that fundraising is kind of miserable sometimes. So we're going to change it up. We're trying to be more fun this year, but we're also trying to take the burden off of parents, and we're looking to get more community sponsors. So we have gone out into the community, we've talked with businesses, and we've gotten quite a bit of feedback and funds from the community, which has been awesome, and so much so that we are able to fund all free t-shirts to all grade level students as well as staff this year. So that's been a really good. So we're really excited about that. And so one other way that we would say if you guys could help with that is if you guys know any businesses in the community, or if you guys have any connections to businesses in the community that you think would want to be connected to Pinchbeck, you can reach me at Ways and Means at pinchbeckpta.com and give us any of that information, or just reach out. Then the other ways that we're doing fundraising, which we're trying to also lessen the load on teachers and students and parents. One big thing is our events. So we have the Fall Festival, which is one of our biggest fundraising events. It's very heavily attended, and it's a great way to be a part of the community as well as a part of the events. So we have basically it's our biggest fundraiser of the year. The kids love it. It's a huge Pinchbeck tradition, and it's fun. Another way is through community rewards. So you can go grocery shopping at Publix or Kroger, and it's no additional cost to you. You can either scan the QR code and hook up with Pinchbeck, PTA or Pinchbeck, or you can even just put in the school's phone number every time that you check out, and it links directly to our funds with Kroger or Publix. Also, we have the Sunshine Fund, which if you would like to donate directly to the school, you can do that as well. And then lastly, we have Spiritware and Spirit Nights. So Spirit Nights is a great way, again, a connection to the community. We're going to be supporting the businesses who are also supporting us. They give us the proceeds of their profits for the night as long as we go out and connect with them. And then there might be, for your kids, a fun way to connect with that is having Ray at those Spirit Nights so that they'll see Ray there, take pictures, hang out, all that kind of fun stuff. And then Spirit Wear, of course, is a great way to support the school and showing your spirit and your pride and having fun with that as well.
So the one thing I want to touch on before our Treasurer Holland comes up is to talk about the different revenue streams that the school has and the PTA has. So just like many schools in the area, our PTA had decided many years ago that we don't want the responsibility and the burden of fundraising to land on our teachers' shoulders, our students' shoulders, or our principal and associate principal. We want our students to learn, our teachers to teach, and our principal and associate principal to do millions of other things that they're juggling every day. So with that said, the school has two streams of income. The first are instructional funds. Those are provided by Henrico County Public Schools. Those are only allowed to be used on things that the student is actually touching and using on a daily basis, such as paper or math manipulatives. That's all that they can use those funds for. The next are general funds. The general funds is a fancy term for fundraiser. It covers any other money that the school itself brings in. Pinchbeck School has two fundraisers that they passively participate in throughout the year. The first are the school photos. When you buy the cute photo of your child, the school is going to receive a certain amount of money back from that sale. And the second is the clothing bin that's located in the front right corner of the parking lot when you're looking at our school. When you donate clothes or shoes in a nice tight bag, locked up into that bin, then the school is going to receive money back. And basically those funds pretty much every year are completely taken up by buying the theme shirts for the faculty, or this year they have very snazzy looking half zips that I've seen coming around. So that's it, that's all the money they have. So the PTA then takes on the initiative and the responsibility to fundraise for all of the other items that we have. So the PTA has two revenue streams. One is monetary donations. We've covered that already. We talked about the individual donations, which would be to the Sunshine Fund. You may work for a company that has a matching program. You make a donation, they match it. And then the third would be our community partners. Then fundraising, we have our special events, which would be our fall festival. It's our #1 fundraiser of the year. It's very fun, but its goal and its timing is specifically to front load our fundraising efforts so we can get money in and spend it on the items that you'll see coming forth in a minute. And then the next are promotions, Kroger, Publix, Spirit Nights, and the last are donation campaigns. In the last 2 springs, we've not met all of the donation requests and their donation needs that we had, so we've partnered with outside companies to bring in fundraisers. That'll happen in the spring if we're not able to front load and make all of our goals that we have set. All of the PTA's money goes into one pot, and it pays for all the budget items that you're going to see next. So when we ask to please support the PTA, we're saying please support Pinchbeck, because we are doing the burden and all of the extra work so that the school has what they need to be successful for the year. I'm going to turn it over to Holland, who is our treasurer for this year.
Now for the fun part. I know everybody loves numbers. But first I would like to present the first order of business, which is officially closing out our prior fiscal year. Our prior fiscal year ran from July 1st of 2022 through June 30th of 2023. And thanks to the enthusiastic participation of our Pinchbeck families in the Gear-a-thon fundraiser last spring, our bank balance at fiscal year end was $15,951.17. Both the annual financial report and the audit for fiscal year ended June 30th, 2023 were completed over the summer, and the books were found to be accurate and complete in all areas. I move to adopt the audit report.
It has been moved that the audit report for the 2022-23 fiscal year be adopted. Do I have a second?
Second.
There is a second. Is there any discussion? There being no discussion, we will proceed with the vote. I remind everyone that only PTA members can vote on official business. If you were a paying PTA member last year, your membership is extended through September to allow for voting. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, please say no. The ayes have it, so the audit report has been adopted and will be filed with our permanent financial records.
All right, now we're going to move on to our current year budget. Our PTA budget is divided into 8 categories. You can see them all here on the wheel. Ways and Means And fundraising, as mentioned before me, are the categories that reflect our main revenue streams, such as the Sunshine Fund, Community Partners, Fall Festival, Spirit Wear Yearbook, and Spirit Nights. We are proposing a budgeted net revenue of $25,175 for these two categories. Student learning includes line items that enrich the daily education of our students, such as Leader in Me, after-school enrichment, teacher grants, department and teacher classroom supplies, and programming. One such program that is already scheduled for September is the Virginia Repertory Theater performing the musical Have You Filled a Bucket Today?, which aligns with counseling resource lesson plans about positive reinforcement. We are proposing to budget a net expenditure of $20,948 for this category. Scholarships and gifts include line items that provide financial aid for field trips and snacks for students in need, as well as year-end awards. We are proposing a budget of $2,250 to spend for this category. The services category includes the events and programs that the PTA provides or supplements to benefit Pinchback as a whole and to foster community among our families, such as the winter dance, STEAM night, field day, staff and teacher appreciation, and school use equipment. I was reminded of an example of this type of equipment just last week when my 5th grader came home excited that it was finally his turn to learn to play the guitar and music. These guitars were purchased by the PTA for Pinchback some years ago. The students always look forward to this special opportunity, which has become a 5th grade milestone. We are proposing to spend $8,000 for this category. The PTA and fees sections of the budget are basically the cost of operating, such as insurance, website costs, and memberships, as well as credit card and website transaction fees. We do not pass on transaction fees because we wish to encourage the use of the website for purchasing items as it is the most efficient method of doing business for both our families and the PTA. We are proposing a budgeted expense of $4,770 and $1,900 respectively for these categories. As you can see, the income carryover from the prior fiscal year gives us a healthy start for this year. The biggest portion of our spending budget goes to student learning. This includes a budgeted $11,000 for both income and expense for after-school enrichment. As a service to our Pinchback families, these classes are offered at cost. Also included here is a budgeted $9,700 for our departments and teachers to spend on materials and classroom supplies and grants. On behalf of the executive committee, I move that this budget be adopted as presented.
There is a motion on the floor to approve the proposed budget. Since it is coming from the executive committee, it does not need to be seconded. Is there any discussion? There being none, we will proceed with the vote. All in favor of adopting the budget as presented, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, say no. The ayes have it. The proposed budget has been adopted. Thank you. Real quick, just so everyone, I know it's tough to see all the numbers up here and stuff. I do have a big poster board outside by the bathrooms if you want to go see the proposed budget. Also got some copies by the PTA table as well, so if anybody wants to take a look at it. And it's also posted online. I posted links on Facebook to get to our membership toolkit to see as well. So we put everything out there. If anybody has any questions, just let me know. Thanks.
Or email.
And lastly, we just want to make sure everyone is aware that we have already been very busy planning lots of fun events this year, and our first three coming up are Heritage Night, and hopefully you saw the flyers from home in your blue folder today, and that is on Thursday, September 28th. Next, Fall Festival, October 20th. Please mark your calendar, that's our big one, and of course the Winter Dance on Friday, December 15th. So these are just the first of three, or the first three of many events that we have all year. And we would encourage everyone to come to as many as you can and help out in any way you can. Just keep looking for the flyers and looking for the sign-ups that we send out through the PTA newsletter. So,
Thank you.
all right.
Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it.